Paul McKenna for PT Boxing. Yeah, the press conference for Josh Warrington, Mauricio Lara on the undercard. Was scheduled for fight camp, delayed due to Conor Benn testing positive, but I'm here with Adrian Granados. How are you, Adrian? Okay, good?
Doing great. Thank you.
No problem. Obviously the first fight, like I've just said, was supposed to be on fight camp. We all know what happened with Conor. The fight's now, Saturday night. How excited are you that the fact that it's going to be in front of almost 20,000 people?
So excited. I'm excited to be back here in England. Like I said, I love the way of life out here, love the people, love the atmosphere. They're definitely big appreciators of boxing. It was going to be a great fight either way, 5 weeks ago, but now I think it makes it a bigger occasion. Now that we're going to be fighting in front of 20,000 people, I'm excited. I know about the history of the ruckus crowds and, the hooligans of England and for their football games, for the rugby games. It's going to be exciting to perform in front of the English people.
Obviously, am I right in saying this will be the first time you fought in the UK?
Yes, sir.
So with that being said, obviously with the fight camp there was only so limited fans, and like you just said, the crowd is obviously known for what it is in Leeds, especially not just in the UK, but Leeds as a city is more passionate than most. In terms of Conor Benn and the fight itself, obviously I'm presuming you've watched a bit of Conor Benn, or your team at least have watched Conor Benn. You've been here before, you've been on the big stage, you've fought some of the biggest names in boxing. I'm sure you've heard it all before, people what they're going to say they're going to do. What you've seen on the tape of Conor Benn, what would you say is what would you say he does well? What would you say Conor's got going for him right now?
Definitely his confidence, his power, his speed. He's a go-getter. He definitely seems very passionate about his training. So I know he's going to come in tremendous shape. So man, we just got to be prepared for whatever game plan he has and whatever he's going to bring to the table.
I've seen you talking before, Adrian, about the judges, and you've been on the end of some decisions that you thought you should have had in the past. And with that being said, obviously, always prepare for 12 rounds, and you hope to get a fair shake. But over here in the UK, and Conor Benn being the British fighter, is it almost at the back of your mind thinking I need to stop this guy?
Most definitely. I'm already afraid now. Whenever it goes to the judges, I could already feel the robbery coming. I have multiple losses, multiple draws, although controversial, and in most cases where the public and myself feel like I deserve the win, they won't give it to me. So I'm gonna have to go out and take it.
Providing you come through Saturday night and win the fight, what's next for you in your career? Obviously, not looking past Conor Benn, of course not. But even in terms of the UK, the fans seem to like you over here. Yeah. And would there be something you'd like to do again? Maybe whether that be a rematch or just coming to fight in the UK again at some stage?
Either or. I do plan on upsetting the cash cow in Conor Benn. I have my own huge aspirations of becoming a world champion myself. And my new journey will begin with Conor Benn. So if I beat Conor, and when I beat Conor, then me and Eddie Hearn will talk, and we'll see, what will be next for Adrian Granados. And coming out here to be a regular, like I said, I would love that. Definitely plenty of history in British boxing, great appreciators, and what I'm mostly impressed is how in depth they are about dates and who fought and what weight. It's beautiful
stuff.
Yeah, it's beautiful to see, and that's why, like I said, I always tell people I'm a fan before a fighter, but I'm not done being a fighter yet.
In terms of your aspirations, obviously you just said there you still want to become a world champion, which is the ultimate goal. Obviously providing you get through Saturday night, you think you can get a shot, maybe one more after the back of this, or? Yeah,
most definitely. I beat Conor Benn. I know I'll be back in the top 10. There's plenty of names out there that I can fight after that. And even the champion, we're fighting for the WBA Continental title. The WBA champion is Yordanis Ugas, and one of his losses was against Amir Imam, who I beat 5 years ago. Yeah. I never got my title shot after that. So that's really,
There's a story there. There's a little bit of something
big time, and that's why I say I have a vengeance with boxing. Like I said, I feel like I got to get my revenge. The fight with Adrian Broner, I felt like I didn't get a fair shake. Sean Porter, it wasn't fair refereeing. I'll take the loss, but the refereeing, they saved him a lot. The fight with Robert Easter Jr., I literally outlanded him, outpointed him in every category, and I got a unanimous decision loss. The one loss with Danny Garcia, I don't want to make it an excuse, but it is an actual excuse. I actually had COVID before COVID was prevalent, like before it was known, because I have antibodies and I never tested positive for COVID. But leading up to that fight with Danny Garcia, I was 4 weeks bedridden, and the doctors couldn't figure out what was going on. I tried to cancel the fight. It was too much money on the line, biggest payday in my career. So I just rolled the dice, went out, won the first round, and that was it. I had nothing left. I don't take nothing away from Danny Garcia. He's a future Hall of Famer, hands down. I would love to get in the ring with him at 100%. But that's getting way ahead of myself. We got to just take care of business on Saturday.
Would you say that's a regret of yours now, looking back, or are you still happy you stepped in and give it a shot? Because it's going to be difficult. Well, if you beat Conor Benn Saturday, maybe it'll be easier for you to get them big names again. But on the back of you fighting Conor Benn, whether Danny Garcia is going to want to give you a rematch or whatnot, now knowing what we do, knowing you've had COVID before, way before people know.
Yeah.
Do you regret taking that now, or?
I do. I wish. There's a lot I regret in my career. I jumped the gun on a lot of big fights that I shouldn't have. I fought Kermit Cintron. I was 9-1-1. He was 34-5 or something like that. He had just fought in Canelo. I fought Leonardo Tyner when I was 5-0. I fought. It was precocious, I shouldn't have jumped that. I was just so gung ho to get to the level that I knew I belonged at. But you got to have the patience and the discipline. And now that's why leading on to the younger fighters in my town, in my hometown, in the city of Chicago, they usually all reach out to me for advice. And I definitely try to protect my guys now. I was kind of like put through the ringer, like they say.
Naive.
Yeah, a bit naive, and me and my family. I mean, we didn't never known. We were naive to it all, but we have the experience now. And like I said, I'm looking to put a new foot forward and finish strong.
Is there a part of you that looks at Conor Benn and thinks maybe that's like looking at a young version of yourself, where he knows he wants to belong at this level, but like you've just said, looking back now, you probably think, maybe I would have bided my time a little bit more, or not jump into that fight for this reason. Is there a bit of that with Conor Benn, where you think maybe he's looking at you thinking, I belong at this level in the big stage, but maybe it's a step too far too soon?
Well, we'll see on Saturday. He definitely believes in his abilities. I think he realized, though, that he's definitely in a real fight. He's calmed down a bit in the last few weeks, and now it seems like there's a respect, which is good. Like I said, usually when there's respect between the fighters, it makes for a classic fight.
And just before we go, Adrian, just a message for any of the UK fans that are going to be watching you on Saturday night. What shall we expect from Adrian Granados on Saturday?
You guys can expect the blood, guts, and warrior that you've gotten in the past. A little more polished, a little more experienced, and without a doubt, you won't be disappointed.
Buena suerte, hermano.
Buena suerte.